I saw a quote today on the internet that I thought was great. And it was, every man lives two lives. The second one starts once he realizes there's no one coming to save you. That's absolutely true. And that's also the reason why you don't teach little children about hypergamy. So, I've been studying this a bunch lately, and clearly, everybody knew about this a long time ago. And so you have to ask, why are we teaching young boys that, it doesn't work this way? You just have to when you deal with girls, just be really, really nice to them and everything, and they're just going to be really, really nice back and all that. I haven't got it all nailed down perfectly yet, but it appears that along the way, the contingency of men that are well aware of how all this works decided to continue giving the benefit of the doubt to the next up-and-coming generations of boys and girls. And I think that's the wise move. I think that's the correct move. You don't want to take what's already a natural, programmed, survival piece of software that these women are carrying, and then emphasize that to the next generation of children coming up. So, once a young man has enough negative experiences with this in his life, he will identify an issue and begin looking for solutions. And then it's going to be effective to teach him about hypergamy, and he'll understand right away what's going on, where everything's going wrong in his relationships, and all of that. It'll make perfect sense. As far as I've been able to observe so far, it's very difficult to explain this to men that haven't had this experience, because they have yet to actually produce the skills to be able to identify when someone's lying to them or not, and then transfer that over so that they can perform that when they're dealing with women, among other things. I'm just freestyling this at the moment, but yeah, they made the right move. You don't want to just teach little kids that this is how it is and you have no free will to do anything differently. So you just let them, so you teach them, just be nice, and you hope that as much of that sticks as possible, and then you reinforce that and encourage that, and as much of it sticks as it will, great, and whatever amount of it doesn't, those, you got to explain how this works to those people. Because believe it or not, there's guys out there that, this is going to sound crazy, there's dudes out there that they met their high school sweetheart, they were both virgins, they went and got married and had a family and lived happily ever after in terms of their relationship, never got divorced. The chances of that happening for you are almost zero. It's lottery ticket winning type of numbers. Okay? You still, people, I've never played the lottery. That's not the kind of thing that I do for fun. But there's people that do that just for fun. it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, there's some very functional value, and it's definitely not a waste of time to understand hypergamy and how that plays out, especially now. It's very relevant. But there's also something to be said here for not just pushing this onto your children, and if you can just let them get a winning lotto ticket and you not be the one to shit all over it before they get to cash it in, then that's great. And that's you getting a winning lotto ticket vicariously through them and their success, right? So everybody wins. If you can bury this hypergamy shit, great. Let 1/1,000,000th of 1/1000th of a percent of it die with you. And if you can't, you got to do what you got to do. If you are running up into a brick wall with this, and there's other young men in your life that are running up against a brick wall with this, and they need help, they need you to explain this shit to them. You see them doing it all wrong. Help them out. But as black-pilling as it could possibly be, I think the best perspective on it is it's very biblical. I don't know about all these other religions, but I'm sure they have. There is no doubt in my mind that they have figured this out as well.